Alright, what's up guys? Back here in the office. It's been a minute since we dropped a video. It's been a few weeks, but we're getting back on that train here. You're gonna be seeing at least 1 to 2 videos every week. Before we jump into today's video, I wanted to talk about our merch. So our merch just literally dropped today. See, I'm repping the hat, got a crew neck here. We've got a whole assortment of items from hats, stocking caps, decals, sweatshirts, hoodies, crew necks. We've got a fleece jacket, got all sorts of awesome apparel. So I really would love for you to head over down to the merch link. I've got linked in the description, and just check it out. If you get anything, obviously I really appreciate it. It all really just helps us out. Everything from our merch store is locally sourced and produced here in my hometown, where I live. So it's really cool. Every single piece is custom made. So there is about a generally, it's made by Duluth Screen Printing, and it is generally a 1 to 3 week wait time to get your stuff, but hopefully you enjoy it. I really appreciate the support. And with that, let's jump into today's video. All right, what's up guys? So we are back here at my favorite archery shop, Custom Archery here up in Wisconsin. Back with Randy. So today what we're gonna do is, we were in here a couple weeks ago, got my bow set up. Kind of ran through all that, so link up here if you want to check out. We did the whole bow setup. Randy kind of went through how he sets a bow up and just everything that goes in with that. But then I went home, put a bunch of arrows through my bow. And
how many arrows do you figure you got? A couple hundred maybe?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Good. And so that's a good starting point for breaking in a string.
Yep.
Everything's got to settle in a little bit.
Right. Not
exactly like stretch anymore, but yeah, everything breaks in a little bit. Sure. Around the mods, everything like that. So. Yeah, so you got a few shots through it. I noticed I put it in the vise just now. We set it up for a different arrow. You got a new arrow.
Yep, so I got some Easton 5mm. So this will be our first year shooting East. I don't think I've ever shot an Easton arrow actually, like back to even like high school days. So I'm really excited about that. I got some new arrows.
The Easton 5.0. Yeah, we got those here. That's been a super popular arrow.
Yeah, I can imagine. They seem freaking sweet.
Yeah.
So me and Lopi will be shooting those this year, and I think Luke and Garrett will be shooting different, and Caleb will be shooting the 5.0s too. Cool. So we'll kind of have a mix and match of different Easton arrows this year, but now we're back in the shop and kind of send them through paper and just kind of see what your process is and helping someone kind of get their arrows tuned for their bow.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, so now we put the bow in the vise, I put the arrow in there, the correct arrow. The rest was a little high. Okay. So I'm gonna move that down. And then we're gonna shoot it through the paper. We'll see where we're at.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. All right, so we put the arrow in here. It was a touch uphill. So now I just moved the rest down. It's gonna be pretty close right there. So we'll give that a whirl, see where we're at through the paper, kind of go from there. All right, so Alex is gonna shoot one through the paper here. All right, so we're just a smidge low and a smidge right. So it'd be knock right. So we got to move the cam to the right if you're looking at it from the back. So if you're looking at it from this way, we got to move the cam that way a little bit to get it to turn to get the cam lean right for that arrow.
Before we jump into that, for someone who's not exactly sure, what are we trying to achieve right here?
We're trying to achieve a perfect bullet hole.
Okay.
So all you're gonna see is a perfect circle with a couple fletch marks around it.
And that means the arrow coming out of the bow is just flying perfect, essentially?
True. Yep, okay. True. Yep.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Put a little pressure on that.
How many bows do you think you've tuned in your life?
Oh, it's getting to be a lot. I think I forgot how many. So this is kind of a little bit of a tricky system here. So we gotta get those them guys out without doing that. You grab that one? Perfect. So we're gonna shift this cam, like I said, to the right. What did I do with the axle? There it is. Try that one.
I'll make a decent assistant.
Yeah. So the easiest way to do this is get that one on, and then the cam back in.
Seems like
It's a little bit of a trick, but
I was just gonna say, it seems a little bit tricky, like not super straightforward for someone who's maybe never done it.
oh yeah, this is kind of next.
This is what you'd call a perk of coming to someone who knows exactly what they're doing.
Come on, get in there. So you gotta line that up like perfectly. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. There it goes.
So how exactly did you shift it?
So they're different size spacers, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So this one on this side, so the thick one was over here, right?
So you just swapped it?
Yeah, so I just took the thin one, just flip-flopped them for right now. They do have 3 different sets.
Gotcha.
So we can go more. We'll check to see where we're at when we shoot this thing through the paper. And this is going to be pretty close. So this one's already over that way right now.
Okay.
So if this one was if it was still a little bit right, you could take this one and flip it too, but it's already that way.
Gotcha.
Now, they make a red spacer kit that's one's thicker, one's even thinner than that silver one. So right now, put a little more tension on there. Put this screw back in. And these, you can snug them up, but you don't have to wrench them way down. I mean, there is a little bit of Loctite on there, like thread lock.
Sure.
So like, if you take this thing and you tighten this thing all the way down, the cam's not going to move very easy, right?
Gotcha.
So I've seen them where guys have worked on their own bows, and they've had these things so tight. I don't know how the thing didn't lock up at full draw.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so now we'll change the lean a little bit. We'll have them zing one through the paper now, and we'll see how close we are. Ooh.
Oh, look at the difference there.
I think we're gonna run that one. It can't get much better than that. So from now, I mean, it's gonna be so close right now that you could go, like, paper only kind of gets you so far anyway.
Sure.
Like if you're gonna shoot a fixed blade head, or even some mechanicals, if it's a higher profile mechanical, say like there's 3 blades that are a little bit higher profile, at like 30 yards you still might get a little bit left and right or up and down or something, but it's just going to be a really minimal rest adjustment now.
How important is this? So like, let's just say theoretically came in, had my bow set up, never did anything else, I started shooting, go hunting. Like, how important are we from shooting like that to this? Like,
this is important because the more tuned your bow is, the more forgiving it's going to be.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So if your bow is throwing a right tear at like 1.5 inches, and then you make a bad shot, it's going to magnify it.
Sure.
Where this is going to make it more forgiving, where if you do make a bad shot, you're going to miss by
a smaller amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Less margin of error. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so another good idea, Alex, would be you could literally take your whole dozen.
Yep.
And you could do some paper shooting like this and see, like, if you get one that's got a right tear, left tear, up, down, you could spin the arrow to get it
try and get them all
as good as that.
Yeah.
But in reality too, you're out of a dozen arrows, you're probably going to get half of them that shoot the best. And then you're going to get 6 that are probably, I mean, we've seen it over the years. It's just the mass quantity build, right?
Right.
So these arrows, like what we did for you, like we squared up the backs already. That's a big thing. A lot of guys don't realize that. If you get a factory arrow, that thing might be factory cut, and it might be cut at an angle. And then your nock's gonna sit in there, and it's gonna come off crooked.
At a weird angle.
Yep, at a weird angle every time. So squaring off the backs, even if they're already pre-fletched, to take it over you just pull the nock out, and you can just roll it on the sander, and you can square them off without even using an arrow saw.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can buy arrow squaring tools for $25, and they'll last a long time. So.
Makes sense. Well, yeah, so that's pretty much that. I mean, then we're good to go, right?
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, essentially you're good to go. I would shoot your broadhead, or if you shoot a mechanical head, they probably have a practice tip or something like that. But I would shoot those definitely downrange at 30, 40 yards, whatever you're going to be comfortable shooting at. I mean, we shoot them out to 100 just to see how how accurate they really are at that distance. And some of the higher profile ones too create a drag, right? So you got this little field point in the front. There's no wings up there. You get even a mechanical head that's got a little bit of wing on it. It's gonna create drag at 70, 80 yards. So you might shoot 3 inches low at 70.
Sure.
Even with those 2 little fins out the front.
Gotcha. Well, perfect. Well, that's pretty much the process of tuning your arrow. So if you guys are in the area and driving distance from custom archery, like you said before in the last video, you've had people coming from the UP of Michigan.
Wow.
I mean, definitely come out, visit custom. Randy's gonna get you taken care of. So link in the description, and we will catch you on the next video.